to understand like the composition side of things as well in order to help that photographer or that videographer like get that shot.
Oh, for
You
sure.
need to be a connoisseur of that also. Like you can't just be a connoisseur of people doing sick stuff. Like you need to also like consume photography and videography.
Welcome back to the Fruitstand Podcast. I'm Zahm, and today we have a very special guest to me personally, Kyle Aldridge. How are you doing today, man?
Doing well, man. Thanks for having me.
Good. So before we even jump into this, Kyle and I knew each other from Ski Utah several years ago.
Yeah. Was it like 3-4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We were both just starting off as ambassadors and riding with it.
Yep.
And now your current position is?
I'm the content coordinator at Ski Utah.
He would have been my boss. See how that works?
Yeah.
You would have been my boss at this point, right there. Absolutely.
Man, wild.
So native Utahn?
Yeah, born and raised, Springville, Utah is my stomping ground. So Utah County.
What was your home resort?
Sundance, man. Loud and proud. I love Sundance. Yeah.
Oh, there's no knock on it.
Yeah.
I honestly think when it comes to Sundance, there is no prettier resort in Utah that you just lift your head. You just look up and it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, man. I was super spoiled. Learned to ski there when I was just a kid. And then went to the canyons. Our family had a condo they had bought before the Olympics, and you know, we rented out for a few years. Eventually they sold it, but through elementary school, pretty much I was at like canyons now, Park City Canyon side. And I liked it, but that was always like a weekend thing. And then through junior high and high school, I really got to like settle into Sundance. And then I ended up teaching there as well out of high school. And I just love it. I mean, it's like you said, like it's so hard to not be shocked just at how gorgeous that little canyon is. I mean, Robert Redford did a phenomenal job picking that spot. And
right.
Yeah, I mean, all time
for sure.
Yeah.
With the canyons, you said that way. So when you went to Park City, you always went to the canyon side, not Park City?
Yeah. Yep. So I was a canyons kid all through like elementary school. We'd go up on the weekends that the condo wasn't rented out and would hang out, and yeah, family would come into town, or we, you know, it was driving. It's like we were at our condo was like right by the outlets. So hang out there on the weekends, and it was always like a really big deal to get to go.
Right.
Because most of the time it was rented out, and it was, you know, my whole family had gone in on it as like an investment property. So all my aunts and uncles and my grandparents and everybody had like gone in together to get this property, and it was only open, you know, once a month maybe. So we'd get to go up once a month and get out of school early on, you know, Friday and zip up to the canyons, up to the condo, and then go ski Saturday, Sunday, and head home on Sunday evening.
I always tell people that like I had never really like skied or snowboarded at Park City until they bought canyons.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was like such a canyons loyalist. You know,
even when I go there now, I'm like, I love getting over to the canyons.
For sure.
Yeah, 9990, like all Peak 5, all that good stuff, man. It's home for me, Tombstone, all that stuff.
Yeah, such a great part of the
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy how like now it's just one resort, but there's still parts to the canyon side that, you know, I mean, it's not that it's a bad tree run, but like at Park City, the best tree runs are canyons.
I would agree. I think that they have two very different demographics that they're offering to, and like the product they offer, and I think they're both phenomenal. I personally just like the canyon side. I think that the Ski Utah hat on, like I love them both equally, of course. Yeah. But I do love, obviously they're the same resort, so it doesn't matter. But I do love the canyon side a lot.
So just to jump straight into controversial, what percentage are you skiing and snowboarding with yourself right now?
Dude, so, oh man, last year, because I do both regularly.
Yeah. So
last year I skied 0%. Or last year I snowboarded 0%.
Wow.
Which sucked for me. I was really excited. The thing that I love about snowboarding is snowboarding in POW. And we had so few POW days last year, knock on wood, that's not going to happen this year. So few POW days last year that I, like, when it did snow, I wanted to be on my skis because I love them both. I dare say equally. Like, I really love snowboarding. I consider myself a snowboarder at heart. I just grew up skiing.
Right.
And yeah, man, it's like when it does snow, I choose the thing that I'm better at, which is skiing.
Right.
I have just as much fun on snowboard, but I'm more talented on skis. So
What's
for me,
funny
it's
is
a no-brainer.
that's kind of the opposite for me. Like, I do agree with on a POW day, it's hard to compete with snowboarding.
Yeah.
But when conditions aren't as good, when conditions are icier and stuff like that, even though skiing is not my natural talent,
Yeah.
I find myself easier to go skiing that day, even though I suck. It's like, today's a skill building day. I want to put on 2 skis.
See, and like, and when I snowboard, I just want to have fun. Like, I don't want, like, I could care less about my skill building when it comes to a snowboard, unless it's in POW. Then I'm like, all right, I'll like on a snowboard in POW, I will jump off anything. I will hit bigger cliffs on a snowboard than I will on my skis, as long as it's soft.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not going to blow up. Everything's going to be fine. Like, the worst that happens is I get like a tomahawk and I have to go like hike my ass back up the hill to get my goggles and my goggles and a helmet. Hopefully they don't come off. That'd be crazy. But it's like, yeah, skiing, I'm like, if it's icy out, I'm not catching an edge. I'm not messing around.
Right.
There's no way I'm doing that on a snowboard at all.
The insane 903 year that we had, I was a Snowbird that year.
Yeah.
And we literally had back-to-back storms one week, 18 inches or 12 inches, just exhausting, right?
Yeah.
And I had this woman in the locker room tell me, she's like, you should go ski tomorrow. And I'm like, it's going to be like 18 inches. And she's like, have you ever skied 18 inches at Snowbird before? I'm like, well, I guess no, I haven't, And it was one of the hardest days I've had in a couple of years. But at the same time, being able to say as a non-advanced skier, like, okay, I've experienced waist deep powder as Snowbird on skis, because normally I pick my board.
Yep.
I've gone through it and I've been like, okay, I enjoy that, being able to enjoy both. It's different when because I'm so used to floating on the powder, but riding through it on skis too is also
it's a totally different experience for sure. I mean, it's like, it's apples to oranges, I think. And like, I've snowboarded my fair share on like, I learned to snowboard when I was in like junior high because all my friends snowboarded and they were all just way faster than me and they were gone. And I was like, listen, it was back to the same thing. Like, I want to enjoy my experience in this. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just ski so I can keep up. Cool. Everything was good. I just continued to ski again. I was borrowing a cousin's board and then skied. And then when I was teaching skiing at Sundance, we had access to free rentals. So I would jump on a snowboard occasionally, go out with the snowboard instructors when they were doing clinics. And that was super fun. I loved doing that. Yeah. And I really got to like hone those skills in and get better. And then went to Bryan Head and I went down to Cedar City for school. And then all my friends down there snowboarded. And, I love Bryan Head with all my heart. It is one of those other like small town, like it's got a great vibe. But after skiing it for, I think 3 years, I was down there 6 years. I really enjoyed school. I was really bad at school, so it took me a long time to get out. And skiing was always there. So, yeah, all of that turned to, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna snowboard now. I needed to learn something new, and I was getting bored of skiing the same 3-minute run. No shade to Bryan Head at all. I absolutely love Bryan Head. It's my second home. But yeah, got to snowboard a bunch, and then we had that 903 year, and I was down there for that season, and it was like, I was like, this is great. Like, this is so much fun. I snowboarded. I don't think I touched skis that season.
Okay.
And then when I moved up here, I kind of split 50-50 snowboarding and skiing. And then this last season, just because of conditions, I just skied. But I'm looking forward to getting back on the board.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What size do you ride?
Board?
Yeah.
163 wide.
Absolutely.
No, I'm on a 159 wide.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on a 159 wide. I'm on the K2 Alchemist.
Okay.
From like the black and green.
Yeah.
Honeycomb.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that board. I've had it for ages. I worked for a shop in Cedar. Shout out Cedar Sports. I worked for David at Cedar Sports, and he was gracious enough to let me work it off. I've never really had money for the industry that I work in. That's why I work in it. And yeah, so he let me work the board off, and I've had that board since. It's got a massive dent in the right under my heel. Day one on it, I jumped like over a stump, but instead I landed on the stump and put a dent in the heel, and just haven't done anything about it since. And so now anytime I'm on my heel edge, it goes.
You feel it. It feels good.
That's why I like it in the POW too.
Oh, you don't notice it. Just gone.
I don't notice it. And also that board is like, I mean, I consider it a stiff board, and I'm a big dude. I'm, 6'3", 250 pounds. Yeah, like I'm a big guy. So that board is super fun for me because I can just like I said, I'll huck myself off anything with that and just be like, cool, I guess this is okay. I mean, with anything within reason.
Let's talk content. What do
Let's
you
do it.
feel right now when it comes to the ski industry, snowboarding world, winter in general? What's the main difference between good content and just posted content?
Ah, man, it's really hard to say. I think I'm of two opinions on this, I think. One, personally, I love storytelling and I love feeling something and I love, having an emotional connection to whatever the story is that I'm trying to tell. So on that side of the content thing, I would say like keep doing that. If that's what you're doing, keep doing that. And if that's what's interesting to you, keep doing that. I think that social media as a whole has gotten so uh here and there, I guess is the right way to say it, is like you can do that and it could be successful and people could catch on. Um and the other side of it is you can just take clips of everything and post everything and that could be successful and like there's I think that in order to be successful on socials, and like I don't even know that I've cracked the code on this, but I think in order to be successful on socials, you just have to be true to whatever it is that you're doing. Like you actually have to care about what it is that you're doing, and you need to. Yeah, I don't know. I think you need to give a shit about whatever it is, whether if that's storytelling or if it's just getting out there, like putting as much content out as possible and getting views. And I don't know. I don't know if that answers the question at all.
No, it does. It does. Do you feel like you personally have stepped out? Like, do you enjoy being in front of the camera more with your content?
Man, yeah, I don't know that I enjoy one or the other more. I enjoy being in front of the camera. I think it's fun. In high school, I was in broadcasting classes and really enjoyed that. And I was also in film production classes and I really enjoyed that. I got to do both sides where I got to tell stories and I got to also tell stories, but in front of the camera. Um, I think that in a perfect world, I wouldn't have to be in front of the camera. But I think that in my head, like I see things happening and I'm like, oh, somebody should say it this way. If I was gonna like this hiking series that I've been doing for Ski Utah, it's like
Which
I would.
if you haven't checked out the series, it's fantastic. It Alpine hikes with Kyle.
It's literally just an excuse for me to get out of the office each week. Don't look too deep into it. But I love it. It's been a lot of fun and I get to go hike and I take my camera and I've tried a few different ways. I tried it very like UGC, like I'm out here, I'm hiking just with my phone and my GoPro and XYZ. And then I've also now switched over um to my Sony camera and have been having a blast with it that way too. So it's really fun to like compare and contrast the two. And like I was saying, like the just turn content out um method with my phone and like this is the quickest way I can do this, XYZ, like pump it out. Switching it over to like story format in my camera and like being able to tell more of a narrative, the two like are performing basically the same.
Okay.
So it's like I don't like I was saying, like I don't think that there's a method to the madness. I think that the algorithm is gonna do what it wants, and everybody will say like, "Well, I've hacked the algorithm in this way, and I understand this part of it." And I'm like, "That's really cool," but I think that you can just like do what you care about.
We're my company, Fruitstand, we're really producing a lot of like high production when it comes to clients right now.
Mhm.
But when we do a full shoot, it's not just our Sony cameras. It's not just our FX3s. And even for some clients, I hate to say this, we'll bring thousands of dollars of gear.
Mhm.
80% of it's shot on iPhone.
It's
Just 20% that high quality, the website, the commercial.
yeah.
But the reels, the talking heads, the UGC, we're doing it all on iPhone with just basic mics. And, you know, it's not saying that that's the way that it's going, but it's saying the fact that you need to include both. And just like you said, sometimes we'll shoot a bunch of iPhone content, a bunch of high quality Sony, and the iPhone stuff will do great. We'll be like, oh, that's what it's gonna do from now on.
Yeah.
The next shoot, nope, that one high quality, good
Crushes
ASMR,
it.
good, yeah,
Mhm.
crushes it on there. So I do think it is a combination of both.
I think you have to have both. behind the scenes stuff is always great. I think, everyone will say this, but it gives you a literal behind the scenes look, and it feels more authentic because it's shot on iPhone.
Right.
It's like me standing in the corner behind us, like filming us doing this podcast is going to be like, oh, what is that podcast? What are they talking about?
Right.
Versus the clip that you're going to use right now of me talking about us doing this podcast.
Right.
Like that's going to be more impactful than the clip,
The actual
clip. And that's what's so interesting is like, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so much fun to take it. And same thing with like action cameras, because in a way, even though I'm shooting it on an action cam, it's transferring to my phone. I'm editing it on my phone. I'm putting it on social media.
Yeah.
I've cut out the computer. I've cut out even the transferring of cards.
Yeah.
It's just
there's projects that I do all the time that are literally just, I shoot, like there's projects I've shot on my Sony and like have been needing to edit on the go, and I just throw it into my phone. Like instead of taking it and dropping it in Premiere and like working it that way and rotating all my clips and XYZ, I'm literally just like, okay, airdrop to my phone. Like I have 15 clips, airdrop to my phone, done. It's
there.
It's the same process. It's just,
different
ease of access, really.
When it comes to content trends, where do you think a lot of resorts are going to kind of focus on this upcoming year? I know you can't speak for other resorts.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
what do you think right now? I mean, as far as Instagram, for me, I think the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to, and I want to see your thought, carousels are doing really well for a lot of people. The authenticity of telling, like you said, storytelling through a carousel, not just photo, but having a story with it. I think that a lot of resorts, if they're good on it, reels aren't going to be everything.
Yeah, I think you have to have a healthy mix of everything. I would love to see, I don't know that this is what people are going to do. I personally would love to see more. There's a couple of companies doing this really well. And I think that most of them are in New York. And I'm sure there's other people doing this other places, but these are the ones I've seen. There's a coffee shop in Brooklyn that has 2 phenomenal baristas that their whole thing is like, they're basically actors. I think they're still baristas. I don't even know if this is a real coffee shop, to be honest with you, but it feels like a real coffee shop. Every time I'm watching one of these clips, it feels like a real coffee shop. They have great actors and political figures and XYZ come through the shop and interact with these baristas, and they're playing this like very classic Brooklyn barista of like snobby, we don't have whole milk, we have everything else type of milk, like very Portlandia, if you will.
Right. Okay.
I think it's a real coffee shop, and this is just how they've done their socials. There's another company, I think it's a finance company, or it's some sort of like AI app, but I don't know if it's an AI app, but it's some sort of like software company. I think it's Cluely, and their whole thing is like, they have literally like an internal TV show within the program that is within the whole marketing campaign. It's literally like, if you and I are now part of a TV show and we're promoting Fruitstand, but this is, and I understand that it's very like meta, like these people, one of them is the software engineer, one of them is the marketing guy, one of them is X, Y, and Z, and all these people are their actual roles in the company, but simultaneously they're being filmed for really funny skits and all sorts of stuff within that. I don't know. I think it's Cluely, but it's worth checking out, and it's very funny. But I love seeing like the TV style. I think that that's something that people could lean into more too, and like being able to tell a long form story over short form content, I think is super clutch.
So it's kind of what you said earlier. And it literally is what Instagram's updating right now. It's series content.
With the series.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's something that we're definitely going to try and focus on at Ski Utah. We're in the midst of ambassador interviews.
What's the ski series you guys have had? Was it On the Slopes? What's the one you did, like the breakdown of like each resort last year? I'm trying to
Early Ups?
Early Ups, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a product of Haley, our content director. It's a super rad concept. And basically we're going into like the nitty-gritty of what the lift mechanic is up to. What the baker in the morning is up to, what the, I don't know, you're looking at like all sorts of jobs from ski patrol to, you're getting an inside look at all of these things. It's super clutch. It's really nice long form content. I think that being able to turn that into short form content, but tell like the bigger story across the whole thing as well, will be super nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So when it comes to a ski shoot, if you and I are going tomorrow, well, if there was snow, if we're doing a ski shoot tomorrow,
It's November, dude.
what do you think is the hardest part of capturing ski content?
Everything. Me not forgetting any gear in the car is pretty important. The amount of times I have to run back and get my pass. But if we're going to shoot tomorrow, dude, just communication. Hey, go to this point on the hill, make this turn for me, and me knowing exactly what frame I want, video or photo.
And then walkie talkies at the time, or what are you doing?
Yeah, we got walkie talkies on and all of that, but still, I mean, like the aspect is so different from what you standing at the top and me standing at the bottom or next to you. I mean, everything we're looking at is different. Like I could be looking at this camera, but like maybe there is a tree in front of that camera and you have no clue what I'm looking at, but I'm like, this camera right here, like just go to the camera. Like I can't, what are you talking about? Or there's like a rollover.
Right.
And I'm like, so when you get over that rollover, immediately on your right, you're going to see this. So now you're having to process more information. And there's this sun line. So there's like, see, when you get over the roll, you can't see it yet, but when you get over the rollover, you're going to be like sun and shade. And I need you to slash that sun. I need you to slash that into the, and it's just like, it's nonsense.
Sure. I think when, is Otto the guy at,
Snowbird.
Snowbird.
Yeah, Otto's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember one day, a couple years ago, Pipeline had opened it, Snowbird.
Yeah.
If you don't know Pipeline, it's one of the sickest lines right off the tram. And well, you can see it right off the tram. It's not right off. You gotta get.
I was like, wow, that's a bold statement.
Yeah, it
takes some work.
It takes a little bit of work to get there. But he was right off the tram with his super zoom lens, just sitting there. And I just remember looking at him like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He's like, "Waiting," because he had to wait for the whole crew to get all the way across so that he could get that gorgeous full shot of Pipeline directly from the tram deck. You know, dude, trying to wait on that one.
The poor photographers. That's what makes it really. If you want to be a really good athlete in skiing, this is like what we look for constantly. Listening and communication. Those are like, I don't like, you need to be able to obviously like make a good turn, but you need to understand like the composition side of things as well in order to help that photographer or that videographer like get that shot.
Oh, for sure.
You need to be a connoisseur of that also. Like you can't just be a connoisseur of people doing sick stuff. Like you need to also like consume photography and videography in order to like understand what these guys are, what we're up to.
Same thing. When I'm riding with different people on a POW day or trying to get some of that content, and you ride with people who've ridden with photographers and videographers before, they understand exactly how far they want for that POW slash, how they get there. You'll get other people that'll come right at you, almost get you completely be in the shade or the darkness, and they're like, "Oh, did you get the shot?"
Like what?
And you're just like, "What?" Like that? Like I had nothing to get. Like, do you not understand how you didn't give me something to capture?
Yeah, yeah. I definitely understand that experience, man. It can be frustrating because you're like, I want nothing more than to like get us both this really, especially with friends. Like, I want nothing more than for you to have a sick clip to post on your gram or whatever, or show to your wife or show to your mom. Like,
right.
That's sick. I want that for you. You got to help me. I can't do this all for you. You're a great snowboarder. I can't make this clip happen for you. This is a you thing.
I think one of my, not the action shots, but one of the habits that I still have to this day, if I get off of a lift and I see a family trying to take a photo of a gorgeous background and they're doing a selfie, I don't care if I'm with my friends. I don't care if I'm by myself. I just like roll up to them.
Dude, I love that.
Out, and it's like, just like, don't even ask. Give me your phone. I'll take the photo. Here you go.
Well, I'm the same way. I love doing that. And also like, I think, I mean, that like shows like Utahns as a whole are so nice. And like, that's my like that's one of my favorite things. I love being able to like show up for some rando in that way. They're like, "Oh, we're out here with our family trying to get a picture."
Okay. I'm going to say this on the podcast with you. I really want Utah resorts to take upon this. I don't know where I saw it. I was hiking somewhere, I think up by Jackson or Idaho, and we're 4 or 5 miles in, and there's just this wooden plaque made to put your phone in a certain area. So you literally put your phone on the plaque, and it frames the whole area.
Did you make a story about this one time?
It's because I saw it.
Yeah, no, I saw your story. That's so funny.
Because I really think that like the top of Western, the top of the tram, like there should be certain places, resorts just put a, hey.
For the postcard.
Put your phone here and don't have to do it.
Resorts. This is me. This is Kyle from Ski Utah.
they're gonna be taking the exact photo you want them to. So you just build a nice little plaque, a nice little wooden area for them to place their phone, man. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, oh, because like other people are like, oh, it's the same picture. No, 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 it's the picture.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a better one than that. Stand here,
Yeah.
put your phone there. That's something that I really think.
You should just start building them and selling them.
Just putting 'em there.
Be like, hey, $50, I'll put that there for you.
QR code.
Yeah.
You know?
You Venmo Zahm.
So
I love that. Yeah.
now that it's summer, I've noticed that your content's really changed this year compared to last. How's that golf bug treating you?
Oh, it's brutal, man. It's brutal. I think about it nonstop. I'm constantly standing here. My poor wife is like, she goes, I didn't marry a golf husband. What the hell is going on? It's like, it's just, I got me. I don't know what to tell you, babe.
Is the difficulty of it? Is that what it is?
So I grew up on a golf course. And never go. I like golf. I took lessons when I was a kid, and then maybe golfed once a year throughout my childhood. Maybe like on average, like 0.25 times a year.
Okay.
And then in college, golfed a couple times. And then when I got to ski Utah, everybody golfs because we get to do the golf tournaments in the summer at XYZ. And I was like, well, I'll pick it back up. That sounds fun. And scrounge together a set of clubs, and yeah, it's been a nightmare for me. I love it. It's incredibly fun. I'm an absolutely mediocre golfer. Some days it all comes together. Most days it doesn't, and I have a blast. I love just going out and wandering around.
What's your home course right now?
Anything in Salt Lake, really. I bounce around a lot. I really enjoy Forestdale. Trying to think of the course I've played the most. It's pretty split right now. I think I've only played 15 times this summer, but like that's a pretty good average over like
Great average.
Yeah, over the summer months. I really like Forestdale.
Okay.
It's like I like playing 9 holes like after work.
Yeah.
Or early in the morning.
And I'm right down the street. I love Nibley.
Nibley's great. I just played Nibley. I actually think I played Nibley the most this summer. I like Nibley. Their greens always beat me up because they're just a little rough. Yeah, no shade to Nibley. I know municipals can be.
For sure.
Yeah,
right?
but that's part of the fun of it.
I think
Like $17 to go play 9 holes.
Okay, so that's what I was going to say about
No
Utah.
problem.
Is like I've filmed a lot of golf content the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So I've had people that travel here and then play the Utah courses. Dude, they'll play some of the Utah courses, South Mountain, Bonneville, Mountaindale. And then they're like, wait, including cart, how much is it? And they're playing 18 for under $50.
Dude, big shout out to Eaglewood. Love Eaglewood. Played it in a golf tournament with Ski Utah at the beginning of the summer. And I like when we got up there, because I'd seen it before and I'd been up there in that area before. And I was like, oh, so sick. We're like on a private course there. This is awesome. And they were like, no, this is a public course, Kyle. I was like, this is not a public course. And they're like, yeah, this is a public course. It's like 65. It's like $65, but all time. I mean, it is kept in perfect shape. Huge shout out to the pros up there and the maintenance team, everybody who does anything up there. Also their socials, very fun, very funny, very topical.
Interesting enough, Isaac was one of our podcast members as well on the podcast. So
is he their social guy?
He does their stuff, dude. I had them on here, and just because I told him the same thing that you were literally saying, I told Isaac that his content for that golf course is on top tier. The fact that it's a public course, the fact that it's a public course and he's turning over that good of like that content is coming out. I forget the pro's name up there, but he's hilarious too. Like he does a great job of humoring Isaac. They're killing it, and it's been super fun to watch because I'm like, this is the type of stuff that like, again, like it's that what kind of stories do we want to tell? What kind of interactions do we want to get? Golf content's super fun because it is so like you can just be funny with it, and like it's very humorous right now. And golf is a hard sport, so it's hard to take yourself seriously during it. So when you get to see like a pro shop like making fun of golf, it's like, okay, cool. Like I can breathe a little bit, especially a place as nice as Eaglewood. Right.
Oh, right. It's so fun.
With me, it's the fact that like you have, snowboarding and skiing is my passion. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where if I watch myself on video, I won't post it because I don't like the way I look when I turn, But with me, golf, skateboarding, and mountain biking during the summer, I love making the content because I judge myself less. my algorithm doesn't have to do performing great when I go golfing because it's not there.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like when I'm shooting golf content, when I'm shooting during the summer, it's like my experimental phase for winter.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, cool. I like this camera a lot for this, or I like these angles. And then when it's wintertime, it's like, okay, this is the time to go all in on content.
Yeah. I gotta like,
Yeah.
you gotta like hone your skills in the summer. You gotta try new things. That was super fun.
I noticed the gym lately because it's end of the summer. The gym crowds are kind of dying off really nicely. Gym's not packed as much.
Yeah.
And it's so funny is because like, this is when I start working on my winter
I
body.
literally,
This is literally when I start going to the gym harder. I start eating healthier. It's like, I'm not worried about the bikini body.
Yep.
I just know my body has to last all winter. This is the time
I
put the hours.
have not been working out all summer. I've been going on nice golf walks,
Okay.
2 to 4.5 hours, and just hanging out, drinking, hanging, like, you know, weddings, it's summer, patios, all the good stuff. Literally this week, I was like, all right, time to kick it into gear. I've been to the gym the last 2 days. Like, it's gonna be, I'm locking in now. I'm like, all right, it's time to get ready for winter. Like, I need to not get my ass kicked when I'm going up.
Utah lifting team yet?
Not yet, man.
Not yet.
Not yet. We got some. I think Connor's kicking it off. He's kicking it into high gear. Haley's always in high gear. NATO's always in high gear, except he just broke his leg, so he's coming back from that. Yeah, everybody's just kind of like everyone's starting to get with it. Pat's always in high gear too. But
all right, before we get to the quick round of questions, let me just round out a couple more creators. Talking to the locals or talking to even the local creators and skiers and snowboarders of Salt Lake, if you had advice to them to get seen on content, to work with resorts and collabs, what kind of advice would you give those kinds of people right now?
You're saying to like work specifically with resorts?
Yeah, let me rephrase that. So like, if you had if a young creator right now, not a lot of followers, but they want to start making content, what advice would you give them to be seen either by brands or by local resorts more?
Do it. I think one of the biggest things that is my advice is like, go do it. One of the things that I see the most is like people reaching out and being like, I want to do this. I want to, like, you see it with, I'm sure, like ski brands, and every like little company that's doing anything gets these DMs like all the time of like, I'd really love to start creating content. Like, I want to do it with you. Like, send me gear, XYZ. And it's like, I really appreciate that you're thinking of me and like that you want to work with us, but like you have no examples. So just like get out and do it. And like, if you're the right fit for those people, it's going to work great. Like, they're going to want you. And if you're not, like, that's okay too. Like, somebody else will come along and see the value in that. And if nobody is seeing the value in that, then like you probably need to readjust.
But just do it. Just
go do it.
Out.
I mean, that's like, I think when I don't have a big following. Like, I don't, the reason I'm in content is because like one day I was working at the ski shop and I said, hey, let me run our socials. I did a really bad job of it. And then I went to a different place and I said, hey, let me run your socials. And I did a better job of it. And then I got a job with my degree's in hospitality management. And I was working with a management company. And I said, let me run your socials. And I was running, at the time, at our peak, we were running 20 hotels and all their socials, and they were scattered across the US. Like, you just got to go do it. And like the same goes for content creation. Like, just go make content and do stuff that you care about. Like, don't pick a niche because you feel like that's going to give you like the most clout or the most whatever. Like, pick something that you care about and go make that content. And if skiing's the thing or snowboarding's the thing, like, go do that.
Love it.
Just do it.
Okay.
Nike.
Nike, which I will. Oh, I had.
This is not an ad for Nike. No, you owe us money.
But do you remember did you ever get the Nike snowboard boots years and years
Dude,
ago?
no, but all my friends had them. I wasn't a snowboarder at that
some
point.
of the best.
I still see them.
Man. Yeah.
People are still running them.
People are still running them because they're not fully blown out.
Yeah.
They're still great.
It's so impressive.
It's so weird to me how many times Nike's like jumped into the snowboard world and then jumps out.
Like, you guys just stay.
Yeah.
Nike, we want you. I think.
I don't
know. I'm not in the snowboard industry enough to have an opinion, but I'd rock some.
Okay. Rapid fire Salt Lake questions.
Let's do it, I guess.
Favorite place to go to dinner?
Ooh. Taverna right now. Liv and I really love Taverna. They make a slam dunk hot hot honey pizza called the Maradona.
Uh-huh.
But if you guys make my wait times any longer, the people who I'm telling to go there, I'll be really sad. So order ahead, go pick it up like a responsible adult. Don't make the wait times longer. They also have a killer bar. Shout out their bartenders.
And also with that killer bar, because I'm a parent, your kids can go there as well, and you can be in the bar. It is a perfect compromise.
Yeah, it's a really good compromise. They've done a really good job up there. I don't understand their logo, but that's not for me to understand.
Hey,
It's
they're
not.
starting off.
That is none of my concern. The pizza slaps.
Okay. Favorite thing about Salt Lake City?
Oh man, access. I'm sure that's like the main thing, but access to the mountains here in Utah is phenomenal. This is my Ski Utah hat on. Colorado is like 3 hours to a good mountain. Utah, 45 minutes. I don't know what you want. You can stay in the city for affordable prices. You could find a hotel for $100 and be in the mountains in 30 minutes. That's pretty tough to beat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, if you woke up tomorrow morning, 12 inches of fresh powder.
Yeah.
What resort are you waking up at? You get first chair.
Oh,
No. You get first chair. What resort? You don't even have to say what chair it is, but what resort are you starting?
No, I'll say which chair. Powder Mountain Lightning Ridge.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for Powder Mountain and for Lightning Ridge.
Was not expecting that answer. I love that.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for Powder Mountain. But don't blow my spot.
Yeah, don't blow my spot. Speaking like a true local right
Yeah,
there.
don't blow my spot.
Okay.
What about you?
If it's 12
Uno reverse card.
if it is 12 inches of fresh powder in Utah, Snowbird.
Yeah, you're a sucker for Snowbird.
All day, I will.
Snowbird, if I could get, dude, I love Snowbird, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, vulnerable hat on, Snowbird's intimidating.
Yeah.
Like it's exhausting.
Yeah.
3,000 feet of vertical and
It's the best.
15. Is it 15 minutes? How? I mean, it takes me 15 minutes to get top to bottom.
Dude,
And I've considered myself like a good skier.
If you're not riding Snowbird every day or very constantly, and you start to ride Brighton or Solitude or some of the other resorts, and then you have a really good powder day at Snowbird, it's an awakening. You know, I do feel like, yeah, there's a lot of Snowbird that I love because of the difficulty, because of like, you can be halfway down the mountain and you're like, I should have called that last run. Your legs are shaking. You know, that's the resort that.
Coming from Brian Head, whenever we would come up during those 6 years, Brian Head, for anybody who doesn't know, is I don't want to say the wrong elevation, but roughly like 1,500 feet of elevation, and it's very like down, flat, down, and then you're at the base. Like that's it. It's nothing crazy. It's super fun. There's a lot of great spots there. Listen to me glaze them. But coming from that to then this, it is traumatic as hell. But we'd come up and visit our buddy who was working at Snowbird, and he would just wreck us. I'd be like, run to it, and I'm like, dude, I don't think I can take this anymore. You got to save me. Where are we going? Which run? Take me down Chips. Get me out of here, dude. Where's Big Emma? Get me out of here. I don't want to go back into the trees. Leave me be. No more moguls.
Yeah,
it is fun. I love Snowbird and Snowbird Alta. I love Brighton. Oh, I love Solitude, like all of them. But yeah, if I could. Also, my wife loves Pow Mow. They've got really great groomers, and my wife's a phenomenal skier. But she loves a groomer on a Bluebird day.
Oh,
so it's like,
yeah,
just take her there and we'll go hang out.
Favorite thing to eat at a ski resort?
These are the slowest hot takes I've ever done.
Hot takes? Come on, these.
No, I'm saying because I'm chatting a bunch.
Oh, they're great. They're good. I want to hear this answer.
Favorite thing, dude.
Favorite thing to eat at a Utah ski resort?
Ramen from the Powder Keg at Powder Mountain.
I almost knew exactly that's where you were gonna go.
Dude, I'm a sucker for Powder Mountain. I don't know if they're just doing a really good job.
May I just be a little bit controversial on that part?
Yeah, please.
When that place gets too packed in that little area to get ramen, man, I'm over it. It's usually
you gotta time it right, or it's a long.
And I'll be honest,
wait.
if I'm at Pow Mountain, I go to the end of the day. I go from bell to bell.
I respect
that. So if I go from bell to bell, and then I show up to go there to get my ramen or my after thing, and the band's in there playing.
Oh,
It's
if you want a really good experience at Powder Mountain, show up. You can show up. The best part about Powder Mountain, you can show up at 9 o'clock. It'll be fine. Again, don't blow my spot. You can show up at Powder Mountain at 9 o'clock. You can ride till 3:30 to your heart's desire. You can go so hard, and then just not even 3:30. Ride till 3, and then turn, get 2 or 3 people, lock down a table in the powder keg, and don't move. If you move, your seat is gone.
God.
You do not. There's no tap seat back at the powder keg.
No, you can get up to go
or get up on the table and dance. That's the other. They allow that, which is we had a killer day there last year where we did exactly that. Skied all day. Me, my wife, and my aunt were like, we're done. And my uncle was like, I'm going. He lives in Arizona. He grew up here. Big skier, loves it. Can't get enough of it when he's here. And he was like, I'm still skiing. And we're like, cool, we'll see you at the keg. And we went and hung out and had the time of our lives.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Powder Mountain the only ride to first chair in Utah? Are there other mountains in Utah
where I can like ski to my first chair?
Yeah. The rope drop, if you guys don't know, they drop the rope at the lodge area and you ride down to first chair.
That's also one of the coolest experiences.
Yeah.
If you never had that, like,
it's a rope drop at the first chair. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can ski POW before your first chair ride of the day. It's really fun.
Technically,
I want to say
Snowbird, if you start at one end and you're going all the way to Gad Valley,
don't count that.
Ginsburg.
That's not a rope drop. That's just a traverse. That's a highway.
Back to highway.
Yeah, I got to hike to get to that one.
True.
Unless you start on bypass road, which you should never do. Yeah, nobody should park on bypass road. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, unless you do that. And I don't even count that. Again, that's just a commute.
Yeah.
That's part of the commute, man.
Well, anything else right now, Kyle?
Dude, I don't think so, man. I've had a blast.
Dude, thank you so much. It's been good to just pick your brain. And again, guys, like Kyle and I used to work together, and now he's at this position where I'm able to see him just grow and blossom into this Ski Utah thing.
Thanks.
I definitely feel growing from an ambassador to where you're at. Dude, you're in the right place, man. You got to get the people stoked on it. You got to put on that cap, like you said, know the right facts, get the people there. Guys, give Kyle a follow. Ski Utah. Snow's coming this year. Going to be a good one. El Nino.
Super El Nino. Vote Super El Nino, everybody, please.
All right. Catch you next time.